Find yourself in a comfortable seated position. Whether you're lying down or sitting upright, shifting your body so that you're resting gently on the ground or chair beneath you. Making any subtle adjustments in your body, inviting it to feel comfortable and at ease. Just allowing yourself to release any tension that may be present, maybe in your hips, your shoulders, your face, your hands. And when you're ready, gently closing your eyes. And just taking inventory of how your body feels. Just being present in your own skin for a moment. When you're ready, starting to draw your attention to your breath. Noticing it just as it is, not needing to make any changes or adjustments. Just simply noticing. Allowing the inhale to move into your body with ease, and the exhale to flow out of you with a calm sense of release and relief. As your mind drifts away from your breath, just bring it back. Acting as if the breath moving in and out of your body is the only thing that exists. A simple focus on a simple action. In and out, in and out. And now taking a slight bit of control over your breathing. Taking a big, deep inhale, pulling the air into your lungs, feeling it fill your body. A brief pause at the top, feeling yourself be full. And releasing that through an exhale, letting it go, letting it move out of you and away. And we'll repeat that again, this time on the exhale, releasing an intentional sigh of release through your mouth. So on the inhale, breathing in through your nose, feeling the air as it moves through your nostrils, down your throat, into your chest, even down into your belly, maybe all the way down to your sits bones, filling up, holding, pausing at the top. And through your mouth, letting out a sigh of release. Repeating this a couple of times on your own. Inhaling, filling up, pausing, and releasing through your mouth through a sigh. Each time you exhale through this sigh, allowing the sigh to release any tension in your body, letting it carry it away. And when you feel as though the sighing exhale has created some release and some relief for you, bringing your breath back to a natural state. Not making any adjustments, but keeping your focus and attention and observation on nothing but the breath as it moves in and out. Allowing it to be organic and effortless. As your mind drifts away from your breath, just call it back. Very gently, with no judgment. A simple understanding that there's always flow and there's always movement in everything, even our thoughts. Just calling yourself back to the simplicity of your inhale and exhale. And now begin to imagine yourself standing in a forest on a perfectly warm, sunny summer day. The landscape that comes to mind might be a place that you've been before, or simply a new imaginary place that comes naturally to your mind's eye. You are surrounded by trees, but the light of the sun sprinkles down in rays through the branches and the leaves, warming your skin. You take notice of what the trees look like. Notice what is around you. Are there plants and flowers all around you, or is it more of a rocky terrain? It is quiet, but also it is filled with the symphony of nature's song, birds chirping happily around you, and the gentle rustling of nature's subtle movements. You look down at your feet and notice that your feet are bare on the forest floor, and you feel the textures under your bare skin. You are standing on a patch of soft dirt. You wiggle your toes and move the weight of your body around so you feel different parts of your feet and allow yourself to be fully held by the ground beneath you. Begin to lift your gaze to your surroundings and notice that the patch of earth that you are on is connected to a pathway leading you off into the distance. You begin to feel a clear pull to begin walking along the path, and you surrender to the urge, moving your body through space, one step after another, hearing the gentle crunch of gravel as you walk along this natural dirt path. You begin to notice a wide array of colorful wildflowers that sparkle up at you on each side of the pathway. Take a moment to notice what color the flowers are. What kinds of flowers do you see? Take in a breath and notice that you can smell the perfume of these flowers kissing the air. What does it smell like? Notice. As you continue to walk, your attention is drawn to the sound of the birds singing a harmonious, joyful tune that floats in the air around you. What does the song sound like to you? Notice the pitch, the melody, the harmony. Notice. As you wind through the forest, the trees begin to thin, and you sense that you are approaching an overlook. You see the sun beaming fully down in front of you as you move towards its invitation. As you step into the sun and out of the trees, you find yourself at the top of a hill, amidst rolling hills around you. You find a spot atop this overlook and take in all of the scenery around you. Your awareness is sharp and you feel fully present, as if you have never been this fully present and observant before in your whole existence. Take a look around you and take note of what you see. Are the hills covered with dense trees or with vibrant grasses? Are there larger mountains in the distance, or maybe an ocean far off, blending into the horizon? Are there clouds in the sky? If so, what do they look like? Take a close notice with maximum curiosity and awe. Is there a smell in the air? Is the air damp or dry? Simply allow the artistic expression of this landscape to completely reveal itself to you. Your attention shifts to a path that leads down from this overlook, down along a trail that leads to a river that you can see in the distance below you. You are filled with a knowing that this river is calling you towards it, whispering in your ear, pulling your whole being forward like a magnetic knowing. Your bare feet on the earth begin to carry you along this path, down this hill, towards this river. And as you walk, take note of anything around you that seems to want to be seen. Continuing to notice the sounds and the sensations of this magical feeling landscape. And as you grow near to the river, you begin to hear the soft, rippling noises it makes as it carves its way along nature's floor. You notice the feelings that arise as a result of hearing the soothing song of the water flowing. As you approach the edge of this river, you notice the quality of the rocks surrounding the river's edge. You notice rocks ranging from large boulders to tiny sand granules. And you spot a flat rock that rests right on the river's edge, and you approach that rock with a knowing that you are supposed to go and take a seat there and study the messages of the river's wisdom. You take a seat on the rock and place your feet over the edge and into the river, feeling the water kiss your feet. The water is cold, but it is a refreshing cool that feels cleansing and therapeutic. You sit and simply feel the sensations. The bottoms of your feet touch the small river rocks that line the edge of the river, and they feel smooth like marbles. You pause to be in simplicity and enjoyment here, sitting on the edge of your river. The sun shines on your skin and you feel a sense of safety and support as you have never felt it before. You begin to feel overwhelmed with a sense of gratitude. You shift your gaze to notice a tree that you hadn't noticed before, just a few yards up the river from you. It is an oak tree, and it is covered with character and experience. The types of experience only a wise ancient tree would have. The bark is thick and covered with little pathways of notches and grooves. The branches reach up and out as if it knows how to reach out and touch divinity itself with a simple stretch. You notice that the leaves on the branches look slightly different than any leaves you have ever seen before. They have a shimmer to them. They look as though they tell a story, each leaf. They seem to be covered in a translucent glitter. The leaves fluttering on the tree completely mesmerize, almost hypnotize you for a moment as you watch them rustle in the gentle breeze. You watch in awe and focus as one leaf falls from the branch it was dancing on and ever so elegantly floats through the air and lands atop the river, gently flowing down the water. It floats down the river as it passes by in front of you, and you are stuck with the strongest feeling of gratitude you have ever felt. It overtakes you. You watch it float down the river. Watch it passing by in front of you. You swim in the energy of appreciation as you begin to think about how you have so much to be grateful for. You glance back at the tree, and as another leaf begins to fall from it, something that you are grateful for comes to mind, and you realize that this leaf represents this thing, this element of your life that you are grateful for. As before, you watch it hit the water with grace, and you are filled with gratitude for the one thing that this leaf represents. You realize that each leaf on this tree represents something that you are grateful for. And you begin to watch the leaves fall and reveal to you all of the different things that you have to appreciate, ranging from big to small. Maybe the leaves continue to fall at a slow and steady pace. Maybe a gust of wind comes and blows a confetti-like bundle down into the river and around you. You take a moment here to fully feel and recognize the gratitude that each leaf contains and symbolizes. As the falling of the leaves begin to slow, you look down at the river where your feet are still soaking in the soothing waters. The water directly around you is shallow. You stand up from your rock, feet still planted on the rocks beneath you in the water, and you walk steadily to a pocket next to you. You feel a sense that something special to you is tucked into the pebbles surrounding your feet. The water flows calmly around your legs and tickles your skin. You see an object resting amidst the rocks. It is an object that is meaningful to you. It is small, and you watch the water gently flow around it. As you watch your object, you feel happiness spread through your chest and into your whole body. This small object makes you feel love and contentment. It brings wonderful memories and visions to your mind. You reach your hand into the cool, flowing water and retrieve the object, holding it safely in the palm of your hand. You stand there and look at this object with awe and understanding, studying the details of it. You begin to move slowly back to the rock at the bank of the river where you once sat. And then you step away from the river just ever so slightly and lie down in the soft green grass beside it, happily holding your object. You feel the happiness in your body. You carefully put the object deep in your pocket. It feels nice and heavy and safe in there, where no one has access to it but you. And you find that you feel a sense of completeness here as you lie on the grass. And in due time, you gently sit up and gaze back at the river and the tree. You notice that the tree has fully replenished any leaves that it dropped, and you are filled with a knowing that for each leaf that falls, there is always another one to replace it. You begin to stand up and make your way from the grassy patch that you are resting in back onto the path that led you down the hill to this river. You begin to walk back along this path, making your way back up the hill. You feel a familiarity in walking along the path as you have walked it before, but this time you are filled with the newness of a fresh perspective. You reach down and place your hand on the outside of your pocket that feels the outline of the object that the river gifted you, and you continue walking, knowing that this item goes with you wherever you go. As you make your way up the hill, you begin to approach the overlook at the edge of the forest. You stop and take a final scan of the landscape below. You turn and head back into the forest, along the path that led you here. Again, you are immersed in the safety and the comfort of the trees around you. You hear the song of the birds. Feel the subtle movements of the forest. The wisdom of nature all around you. You begin to see the spot where you started this journey, and you move towards it with an excitement of having had a meaningful experience convening with nature in such an intimate and personal way. You know that this connection and this type of experience is available for you in every moment, and that you can return here anytime. Once you reach your starting point, you give a final moment of gratitude. Bringing your attention back to your present moment, you feel yourself sitting or lying in the room that you are in again, and you bring your attention back to your breath. Feeling the gentle expansion on the inhale and the sense of letting go on the exhale. You begin to bring subtle movement to your body in whatever way feels organic and awakening for you. Taking a moment to thank yourself for going inward, dropping in, and exploring. When you're ready, gently flutter your eyes open.